Right, you have dreams of working from a beach? What about a European countryside? Maybe you're doing it right now. Well, this is the life of the digital nomad, employees who work remotely while traveling around the world. It's great work if you can get it, but a new Business Insider story says Americans are actually finding it harder to work abroad. And not only that, there's less interest in working outside one's own country. A recent analysis by Indeed found the share of job posting clicks by job seekers abroad dropped steeply from 2023 to 2025. As you might see from this map, it's now back to pre-pandemic levels. For more on this, we're joined by Emily Stewart. She's a senior correspondent on Business Insider's Discourse team, joining us here in New York City. So Emily, great to see you. You're calling this the death of the digital nomad. Say it ain't so, but what other trends did you find in your research, and what's the reason behind this?
I mean, I think what we are seeing is obviously the pandemic hits, people can't go anywhere. And then as kind of things start to open back up, people move around a lot. And some of that is just pent up demand, picking up a job in a different country that maybe you couldn't in 2020. And a lot of it too is people were working remotely and their jobs didn't necessarily know where they were. And so a lot of people took the opportunity to say, hey, I'm going to go to Mexico, I'm going to go to Spain. And their bosses didn't really know or just didn't have their arms around even the laws we actually saw complaints from some locals saying my Mexico is overrun with Americans. And we're seeing things just get a little bit more back to normal now, basically is what's happening.
I know in Portugal, which kind of tried to appeal to digital nomads, there was a massive local backlash because it was impacting home prices and they felt like locals were getting unfair treatment. I was surprised to see that the percentage is so low, only 2.3% of people seeking out these jobs now and before the pandemic. And you're learning that fewer people are interested even in working outside their home country. Why might that be?
I mean, I think there are a couple of things going on. Obviously, the political environment and kind of attitudes about immigration, not just in the US, but also laws in Canada and the UK are a little bit tighter right now. We also know the economy is slowing down. The job market is not as hot as it once was. And so, one expert I talked to said, if you don't think you're going to get hired, kind of why are you going to bother looking to some extent? And so we know people are just kind of staying where they are a little bit. I was talking to a worker in India who used to be in the States, now back in India, and he kind of made the joke that at least if I'm laid off in my home country, I can go live with my parents, basically, which is not the case if he's back in the US.
That's true, and that's the perspective of a lot of millennials and Gen Zers these days. What I do find, at least from people who are digital nomads, maybe they're just a very vocal minority, but they love the ability, the freedom, the flexibility to be somewhere else while still working for a company in their home country. So if there are people who do still want to pursue this type of life, how can they go about it?
I mean, a lot of countries have launched digital nomad visas. Dozens of countries have them. Now, there's not a lot of uptake necessarily, just because sometimes when people do like this lifestyle, they don't just want to be in Portugal. They want to be in Spain and Argentina and Mexico. But I would say to look into that. And then, also it's good to be open with your company and maybe upfront. There are services that will also kind of help connect you with businesses that are okay with you being abroad. Because it is important to note, there are laws here, and a lot of countries aren't okay with you working from there for a year without paying taxes. And so I think that's just something to keep in mind and kind of keep, the laws in mind as well.
So where do you think it goes from here? During the pandemic and during the, when we saw Zoom being ubiquitous as far as being able to communicate, the prediction was this would become the norm. But your study shows it's still only single percentages of people who are looking for this type of work. Do you think it continues to decrease and eventually evaporate, or what are your thoughts?
I mean, I think to some extent the cat is out of the bag, right? People did get some sort of a taste of freedom. We know that globalization is here to stay. So I don't think that this is going away entirely, but it's just there's a little bit more friction right now. I mean, even think about return to office mandates, right? Like, it's really hard to work from Spain and then be in the office in San Francisco 3 days a week. But we also know companies are kind of adding perks and benefits around international work. So let's say, yes, we do want you in the office in New York most of the year, but hey, we have have an office in Germany, and you can go hang out there for a month. And maybe that's kind of a way to scratch the international itch without you being wherever on a beach all year round.
Right. A little bit every now and then is just fine. Emily Stewart, really interesting story. Folks should read it. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you.